Have you ever felt like you're watching the world from behind a pane of glass? You're there, you're part of the scene, but your experience of it feels different. You hear the laughter, you see the smiles, but your mind is busy tracing the patterns, questioning the motives, and feeling the quiet undercurrents that no one else seems to notice. It's a strange, quiet separation, the feeling that you are living life at a slightly different frequency. This isn't a new phenomenon. Throughout history, the figure of the deep thinker has often been a solitary one. From the ancient philosopher seeking wisdom in the quiet of the grove to the poet walking alone on the windswept heath, solitude has been less a choice and more a necessity. It's the space required for complex thoughts to unfold, for the faint signals of truth to be heard above the noise of the everyday. They understood that to see the world clearly, you sometimes have to step away from it. Inside, this feeling manifests as a quiet ache. It's the experience of having a mind that's like a vast, intricate library, but finding that most people only want to discuss the cover of a single popular book. You yearn to share the strange and beautiful connections you found in the forgotten aisles, but you hold back. You learn to translate your rich, inner world into a simpler language, a language of small talk and pleasantries. But the translation always loses something, and each time, a small part of you feels unseen, misunderstood. It's not arrogance, it's a quiet loneliness born from a depth that few are willing or able to explore with you. And here lies the central paradox. The very tool that allows you to connect so deeply with ideas, with art, with the grand tapestry of humanity, is often the same tool that creates a barrier to simple, easy connection with the people right in front of you. Your capacity for depth is what makes the surface feel unsatisfying. You see the immense, complex architecture of life, and it can be difficult to focus on just one brick, one conversation, one fleeting moment without also seeing everything it's connected to. The very thing that makes your world so rich is what can make you feel so alone in it. Think of the mind as a deep sea vessel. While others happily sail on the sunlit surface, your mind is built to dive. Down in the depths, you discover breathtaking, alien forms of life, ideas and perspectives that are beautiful, strange, and profound. But it's also dark and quiet down there. When you surface, you are filled with the wonder of what you've seen, but you struggle to describe the pressure, the darkness, and the silent, luminous creatures to those who have never left the shore. The psychoanalyst Carl Jung spoke of individuation, the journey to becoming your fullest self. He knew this was a path one must, at critical moments, walk alone. It is the necessary solitude of a soul forging its own meaning. In our modern world, this feeling is amplified 1,000 times over. We live in an era of performative connection. Social media feeds are filled with curated joy and simplified arguments, flattened into shareable squares. Nuance is lost. Deep, contemplative thought doesn't fit into a character limit. We are surrounded by the constant chatter of a million voices, yet the noise only highlights the absence of a truly resonant conversation. This illusion of constant togetherness can make genuine loneliness feel like a personal failing, rather than a natural consequence of a thoughtful mind. But what if this loneliness isn't a void? What if it's a space? A quiet room of one's own where the soul can breathe. Perhaps it isn't a sign that you are broken, but a sign that you are searching. It is the price of admission for a rich inner life. It is the echo that reminds you of the vastness of your own cathedral of thought. So, if you feel this way, know that your solitude is not an empty cup. It is a vessel waiting to be filled with your own understanding. It is in this quiet that you can finally hear yourself. And in learning to listen to your own frequency, you might just begin to recognize the few others who, somewhere out there, listening for the same song.